Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're getting Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, you need to hear this before October 15th because something different is happening with your payment this month. And not everyone's talking about it. I'm talking payment schedule changes, amounts that might look off, and some groups who are actually seeing more money than expected. And look, I know how stressful it is when your payment looks different than what you're used to, especially when you're counting on every single dollar. So I read through the entire Social Security Administration report and the VA announcement so you don't have to, and I'm breaking down exactly who's affected, what's changing, and what you need to do right now. Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first. Who needs to pay attention to this October 15th situation? If you're receiving asterisk times SSI time asterisk TI, that's supplemental security income, you're affected. If you're on asterisk times SSDI asterisk times Social Security Disability Insurance, depending on when your birthday is, this matters to you. And if you're a veteran receiving asterisk times VA disability compensation times asterisk times, there's something here for you too. Now I want to specifically call out a few groups because I know many of you are watching. Kin with something single moms asterisk who rely on SSI to make ends meet while caring for disabled children. Kin with something I see you, and I know this stuff can be overwhelming. Here's what you need to know right away. October 15th is a Tuesday, and it's one of the regular Social Security payment dates for SSDI recipients born between the 11th and 20th of any month. But there's a twist this month that's causing confusion, and it has to do with how weekends and the new COLA increase are intersecting with payment schedules. Let me give you some quick context. Normally, Social Security runs like clockwork, right? You've got your SSI payments on the 1st of the month, your SSDI payments scheduled based on your birthday, and your VA payments typically on the 1st as well. But October 2025 is special for a few reasons. First, we're heading into the new fiscal year territory where the 2026 COLA, that's cost of living adjustment, is about to kick in. Second, weekends and holidays can shift payment dates. And third, there have been some processing updates at the SSA that are affecting how quickly payments are showing up in accounts. Before we go further, I want to share something personal for just a minute. So here's what's different about October 15th specifically. Payment schedule shifts. If you're an SSDI recipient born between the 11th and 20th, your payment is scheduled for October 15th as normal. However, some beneficiaries are reporting that payments are hitting accounts a day early, on October 14th, due to processing changes. Don't panic if you see this. It's not an error. Amount discrepancies. Here's the big one that's confusing people. Some recipients are seeing slight variations in their payment amounts, and here's why. If you have Medicare Part B premiums, Medicare Part D, or other deductions taken from your check, those amounts may have adjusted slightly in October due to annual recalculations. Your base benefit hasn't changed, but your net deposit might look different. SSI recipients. If you're on SSI, your payment actually already came on October 1st. But you need to know that November's payment will come early. On November 1st falls on a Friday this year, so you'll get it on time. But December's payment will come on November 29th because December 1st is a Sunday. Mark your calendars now so you're not caught off guard. Veterans VA disability payments for October went out on October 1st. But veterans who are also receiving SSI or SSD, I need to be aware of how these payment schedules interact, especially if you're budgeting around specific dates. Okay, I promised you some good news, and here it is. The 2025 COLA is coming. Starting in January 2025, beneficiaries are expected to see a 2.5% increase in their benefits. Now, I know that's a few months away, but it's coming. For the average SSDI recipient getting around $1,537 per month, that's roughly an extra $38 per month. For SSI recipients getting the maximum federal benefit of $943, that's about $24 more per month. It's not life-changing money, but it's something. Faster processing. The SSA has actually improved their payment processing systems, which is why some people are seeing deposits hit their accounts earlier than expected. This is a good thing. It means you might have access to your money a few hours or even a day sooner. Better online access. The SSA has been improving their online portal. If you haven't set up your My Social Security account yet, now's a great time. You can check your payment dates, verify your deposit information, and see your benefit amount all in one place without waiting on hold for hours. Now let's talk about the not-so-great part, because I'm always going to be straight with you. Some people might see smaller payments in October, and here's why. Medicare premium increases. If you're having Medicare Part B premiums deducted from your Social Security check, those premiums can adjust annually. The standard Part B premium for 2024 has been $174.70, and if you're in a higher income bracket, you might pay more. Overpayment recoupments. If the SSA determined you were overpaid at some point, and you're on a repayment plan, those deductions continue. I know this is frustrating, especially if it wasn't even your mistake, but the SSA is legally required to collect overpayments. The good news is you can request a lower repayment amount if it's causing hardship. I'll link to information about that in the description. Representative payee fees. If you have a representative payee managing your benefits, they're allowed to charge a small fee, and that might be reflected in your October payment. Child support or tax garnishments. If you have court-ordered child support or federal tax debt, those garnishments continue monthly. All right, here's your action plan. Check your account. On October 15th, or possibly October 14th, verify that your payment deposited. Don't just assume it's there. Actually log in and check. Compare the amount. Pull up your September payment and compare it to October. If there's a difference of more than $10, call the SSA to ask why. Yes, the wait times are long, but you deserve to know where your money went. Update your budget. If your payment amount changed, adjust your budget immediately. Don't wait until you're short on bills to figure out where the missing money went. Set up direct deposit if you haven't. If you're still getting paper checks, please switch to direct deposit. It's faster, safer, and you won't have to worry about checks getting lost or stolen. Mark your calendar. Write down November 15th, December 13th, and January 15th right now. These are your upcoming SSDI payment dates if you're in the 11th, 20th birthday group. SSI recipients, remember November 29th for December's payment. For single parents, if your child receives SSI or you're managing their benefits, make sure you understand how your payment and theirs might be affected differently. Children's SSI can have different deduction schedules than adult SSI. For veterans, if you're receiving both VA disability and SSDI, these are separate payments on different schedules. Don't mix them up. VA is always on the first, or the last business day of the previous month if the first is a weekend. SSDI follows the birthday schedule. For seniors, if you're receiving both Social Security retirement and SSI because your retirement benefit is low, pay attention to both payment schedules. Your retirement benefit follows the birthday schedule, but your SSI supplement comes on the first. For people with disabilities, if you're still in the application process for SSDI or SSI, these changes don't affect you yet, but understanding the payment schedules now will help you budget once you're approved. And please, don't give up on your application. The approval process is brutal, but it's worth fighting for. For the unemployed seeking benefits, if you're currently applying or appealing, keep documentation of everything. These payment schedule quirks are good to know for when your benefits do start. Look, I want to zoom out for just a second. These payment schedule changes and deduction adjustments can feel overwhelming, especially when you're already stressed about money. But here's what I want you to remember. You're not alone in this. Millions of people are navigating the exact same system, facing the exact same confusion. And the fact that you're here, watching this video, educating yourself about your benefits, that's you taking control of your situation. That's you advocating for yourself. And that matters. The Social Security system isn't perfect. The wait times are ridiculous, the explanations are confusing, and sometimes it feels like they're actively trying to make things difficult. But your benefits are your right. you paid into this system, or you qualified through disability or need. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about receiving what you've earned or what you're entitled to. Also, if you're dealing with an overpayment situation or you're concerned about your payment amount, I'm working on a dedicated video about how to request reconsideration and hardship waivers. That's coming next week, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. And if there are specific benefit topics you want me to cover, SNAP, housing assistance, Medicaid, whatever, leave a comment below. I read every single one, and your questions drive what I make videos about. Bottom line, on October 15th, your payment should arrive as scheduled, though it might hit a day early. If the amount looks different, compare it to last month and figure out why. Don't panic, but do follow up if something seems wrong. You've got this. You're doing the hard work of surviving and managing your benefits in a system that doesn't always make it easy. But you're here, you're learning, and you're taking care of yourself and your family. If this video helped you understand what's happening with October 15th, smash that like button so YouTube shows it to more people who need this information. Subscribe for more benefits news and breakdowns, and share this with anyone you know who's on Social Security, SSI, or VA benefits. They need to know this stuff too. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, okay? You matter.